Don in London, hello. August the 11th, my daily video all about recovery from addiction to either substance or behaviour, or addiction to both substance and behaviour. My addictive substance, alcohol, my behaviour, people, places, things, work, relationships, always to extremes, trying to fix the world and me, or fix me and the world. Self-will run riot. So these days, one day at a time, aiming at sober for one day, and then the days join together, and I keep on learning, experience, strength and hope. So I refer to this book, Daily Reflections, to share some experience, strength and hope on a daily basis. It's an AA, Alcoholics Anonymous book. I don't speak for AA, never can, never will. AA full of unique, authentic people who speak for themselves where they will. So for August the 11th it says this: removing the ground glass. The moral inventory is a cool examination of the damages that occurred to us during life, and a sincere effort to look at them in true perspective. This has the effect of taking the ground glass out of us, the emotional substance that still cuts and inhibits. And the moral inventory is step 4, doing a moral inventory fearlessly to find out what our assets and defects are. It's like a self-appraisal. Goes on to say here, my 8th step list, and step 8 is making a list of amends, of people we have harmed, and being willing to make those amends. Making my 8th step list used to drag me into a whirlpool of resentment. After 4 years of sobriety, I was blocked by denial, connected with an ongoing abusive relationship. The argument between fear and pride eased as the words of the step moved from my head to my heart. For the first time in years, I opened my box of paints and poured out an honest rage, an explosion of reds and blacks and yellows. As I looked at the drawing, tears of joy and relief flowed down my cheeks. In my disease, I had given up my art, a self-inflicted punishment far greater than any imposed from outside. In my recovery, I learned that the pain of my defects is the very substance God uses to cleanse my character and to set me free. And in other words, where my pain often was fear of being found out, shame and guilt, putting on a brave face and not truly sharing how I felt. An ego so brittle there was nothing inside me when she cracked it. Eggshell sobriety, or eggshell living. So these days, when life is up or down, or just going along reasonably well, the Serenity Prayer helps me to keep in balance or find balance in the moment, hour or day. To God of good conscience, as you choose. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. For me is just for today.